Welcome back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Ties in Numenera, episode 86. Last time we went exploring in this downed ship and got some memories put into my head, apparently. So I'll eventually have to figure out how to get into my head so I can check that out. Let's see, we explored this area just about, I think. Can't think of anything else I haven't done other than Tentacle Maw. Probably walk over there. Did I grab that thing from in there? Let's see. Can't remember if I did this.
Of course.
Think I did. Nope. Quick fingers. 85. Oh, yeah, I'll just have Rin do it because she's better at it. Putting your shoulder up against one of the construct's vertical vents, you reach into the dark, probing carefully. Following the vibration rippling toward you. Straining you walk your fingers up mesh swaddled objects across the cable to a partially crushed cube, strung with frayed wires. Lower machinery. You recognize the cube as the construct's intelligence casing. It was catastrophically impressed, deliberately damaged. The contract is well and truly dead. You carefully shift a loose hunk of metal from the cube's surface aside and keep looking for the source of vibration. A wave of wordless sorrow crushes over you, tinged with flecks of hope. Your gaze shifts back to your hand and the hunk of metal. The alien emotion came through it into you. As if summoned by the thought, a small floating sphere drifts into view. It prods at the cube with a beam of light, then vibrates softly. Now, watch the sphere at work. The sphere drifts around the inside of the dead construct, occasionally halting to, yes, it's repairing damage, as if patching holes in the armor will bring its host back to life. Every few moments it returns to the broken cube and attempts to repair it again. When nothing happens, the sphere vibrates, and when that happens, you hear a soft series of whirring clicks. Lower machinery. You listen to the soft clicking for a long while until you realize you are making the sounds yourself, beneath your breath, speaking words of grief in a machine tongue. I'm sorry, I forgot. Come back, come back. Watch the sphere work some more. See if it does anything new. Nope. Take the sphere and the module. Pull the communication module from the surface of the cube, and the sphere follows, shivering in the open air. It turns as if taking in the ruined Hulk one last time. Then it settles into your open palm, obediently shuddering. Sweet. What does this do? Artifact. Sphere confers one triggered sphere heals 2 to 6 points of health per turn. Active for 5 rounds. Negative effect. 15% on might test. Little spherical flying on it. Sweet. So it's all like regeneration ability. Ohm touches the sphere with a gentle tendril as if comforting it. Alright. So I can't use it. I don't know if these people can use it. Having her with regen would be nice. Let's see if I can give it to her. Where is it? There it is. Here. There. Now Callistes has regeneration, which is extremely useful.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, so I get a reward if I open this. So let's try. Or at least look at it. A ridden mass of flesh protrudes from the balloon wall. Surrounding by waving tendrils, the flesh is thick and strong, glistening like a newborn beast. A jagged seam runs across the surface, with faint light spilling from within. As you approach, all the sounds of little Nyla seems to fade. The hushed conversation of the mutants receding to the distance, replaced by the hissing, chittering voice of the bloom. You realize suddenly that this is the Maw. You're not sure how you know, but the world leaps into your mind. The word leaps into your mind as if you're seeing this thing before. The waving tendrils you know with equal certainty are its tongues. Yeah. What? No tongue? Bleh. Observe the behavior of the bloom tongues. Your proximity has clearly attracted the attention of the tendrils, but they appear confused. They stretch themselves toward you, quiver uncertainly, then start moving away, and then sway back to your direction again. Listen to that bloom, see what it wants. The hissing and chattering of the bloom are no different than usual, as far as you can tell. You can detect any patterns of meaning in the sounds. They seem utterly random. Can we open the Maw with transdimensional scalpel? Razor tide. Well, that pissed it off. Don't do that. You drive the scalpel into the Maw's chin flesh, and it yields like quivering blubber. Encourage you in hacking through the meat and gristle. The bloom emits a hissing, seething, roaring wave of almost pupil hatred passes over you. The ground shakes.
Making a note.
And the Maw opens. Well, Maw opens, but don't do that again. So where does it lead? The Lost Anchorage. Where was I supposed to go again? Oh, that's a lot of missions. Broken heart, bring the helmet to its owner's people. Find a Maw that leads to the Lost Anchorage. Marooned on alien shore, so I did that. Preservation of beauty, find attractive people for the. Oh, that's the one where they sacrifice people. Don't want to do that. Find the missing patrols. Found one of those. Learn more about the tides. Enter the Maw. Twice the trouble. Gwen Refuge lives in the. Alright. Well, first, I get a reward for opening that Maw, even though Bloom hated me.
With alacrity.
Ricotta. I've opened it. Give me money. I've opened the Maw, Ricotta, but I haven't gone through it yet. When you've journeyed to the other side and told me what you found there, I'm happy to bestow you a reward. Okay. Alright.
Let's go.
That's not where I need to go for my main mission, I don't think. Because I have to go find the Maw that leads to the trade post. And that's not the trade post.
Yes.
So I think it's okay for me to enter this. I'll do that. See what happens. I don't want to skip out on the other two areas I haven't even explored yet. If enemy's armor, change the damage type, blah blah blah. Obviously, meals. Ooh. Technology.
I'll remember that.
Captain Jenner. Captain Jenner. This careworn woman is dressed in strange, ornate armor. Her bearing is military stiff, and her eyes roam constantly through the rest of the body. It's under strict control. She assesses you in a glance. Outworlder, the bloom portal is open. It is good that you spoke to me first. Few Lazars speak your tongue. Officers mainly. She clacks her tongue. We need practice welcome to the anchorage. It is good that the portal has opened again. Perhaps we can recover our missing people. I am Captain Jenner. This anchorage is my command. All you see is under my command. Explore our home if you like, but our traditions, respect them, please. I met some of your people in the crew, in the bloom. Commander Arca and her crew? She presses her hand to her chest and bows her head. Our thanks, Outworlder, from myself and from the crew. Should you see her again, please tell her that the way in Anchorage is open to her. Blessed day, our people have returned to us. I found this broken helm in the bloom. Your gaze flickers down to the helm in your hands, and back up. She draws in a long, controlled breath. Aquila, I knew she was lost to us, but I take no pleasure in it. Thank you, Outworlder. Her family will be glad to have it back once you surrender it to me. She lifts her eyebrows expectantly. I listened to one of the memories. She thought she found something important. Disgust flashes across her stony face, and is just quickly suppressed. I do not wish to hear of her private memories. Her thoughts are hers and should die with her. Last sentence has a tilt to it, as if Jenner is quoting a verse. The hard line of her mouth softens then. Aquila was intelligent and adventurous, but prone to wild theories. Do not worry about her important discovery. Let it fade with her. I want to hold on to the helm for a while. I need to see what she discovered.
Making a note.
Because my guess is you're a little evil. She gives you a hard look. No, you can not scab through her memories, because the helm is not tuned to you. Inside it is forbidden. She falters for her mouth hanging open. I had this conversation once before. I had it with Aquila. The corner of her mouth twitches, but she does not speak to her for a long moment. Fine, she says, sweeping a hand over her eyes. It would make her happy to know that her helm is carried by someone with her curiosity. Take with her blessing. Aquila's memory said she needed to compare her data to the navigational cortex archives.
Making a note.
Junior clasps her hands over the ears, hesitates, then drops them. Balefully. Do not share these memories of fallen lances with others. It's not done, understand? She stares to your left, weighing her response, and continues. Forget this memory. Do not let We do not let Outworlders visit the cortex for any reason. Ren mutters. You're not gonna let that stop you, are we? No, Ren. We're gonna completely ignore this woman. We're gonna touch all the stuff, 'cause that's what I like to do. Tell me about your people. We lived here on the anchorage, as did our ancestors, for countless generations, trapped here. They grew old and intermarried, raised families. Our laws came one by one as we built a new society here in isolation. We are military, lesser soldiers, sailors. We have hierarchy and strength. All know their place. All have the chance to ascend and merit no favoritism. My own child is not even a G-mater. I'm assuming soldier. I do not review her records. I could lose my position for such an infraction. She shrugs. All families have such struggles. Perhaps we all serve together one day. What a wonder that would be. Such a family are we Lassers. We struggle against time, against memory, as we keep an eye to the sky, always dreaming of escape. Until then, we hold tradition of the civilization of home. Alright, neat. Can I help you leave the anchorage? She mutters slightly. We are not searching for any port that will take refugees. We await the ship that will come for us. Our tradition tells us that the home has not forgotten us, and that we will one day breathe its air again. Until we can reach home, we will not. She chuckles. Could you summon the ship to us or create a pathway to our native land? We would depart gladly, but not until then. Alright. I bet that's a mission. Tell me about the ship. Until the ship appears from the void and becomes to take us home, we serve the anchorage, as is generations uncounted before us. Some fear the ship may never come, but we hold our eyes to the heavens in faith. She spreads her hands wide. Until that day we toil. When the ship comes, and it comes soon, it will find a welcome berth in our anchorage and in our hearts. Alright. How long have you waited for the ship? As long as necessary, Outworlder. She steps, recharging our words. Apologies. We have waited for many families, many parents. My family, and their families, and back many families before them. The Cortex would know sorely, but I do not think we wait much longer. Something in the anchor's air. It smells of our time here coming to an end. Ship will come soon. Genghis feels the same, and he would know better than me. What's that pinging noise? Looks at you strangely for a moment, as if she had no idea what you speak. Then comprehension comes. Ah, the signal. For so long have I heard it, I have forgotten. We call for the ship. Perhaps it has become lost. If so, we light the beacon in the void. Alright. Tell me more about the anchorage. The void is great and vast. It holds terrors. The anchorage is respite. A place of rest and safety. There were once many ships with many people. They came here, rested, refueled, took on passengers. Passengers traveled to many worlds around many stars. And then they stopped coming. But will you remain? Alright. Are your ancestors the one who built this place? She shakes her head. I do not think so. We lived here many, many years, but if we built the anchorage, that no memories remain. Tell us only that we serve. Perhaps it was built by our people. Perhaps it was always here. We do not know. Even the Cortex does not tell us. There are older things than that which we hold dear. Okay. Tell me more about your society. I lead, as captain of the anchorage, is my command. Marriage I approve. I lead the ride to my fault. To me falls the all responsibility for survival. She smiles. But such duties are onerous. A delegate as captain did before me, as we have pledged Major blood in others. They prove themselves through work, rise through ranks. Every 10 years, those of a high rank may challenge me for my position. We speak to the Cortex and match our minds. We solve scheduling mathematical and logistical problems. Should my challenger win, I retire and advise. We cannot survive without cooperation. Alright. What is the Cortex you mentioned? His device sacred to us, she says carefully, her eyes on yours. Is our only connection to our lost home. She folds her arms as, we do not allow outsiders to see it. I mean, no offense, but do not ask. Why can't I visit the Cortex? She exhales, teeth clenched, and looks up. Fury waves like triple flames behind her eyes. We're not always so protective. That was before the Outworlds tried to steal it a few years ago. She holds up a hand. Perhaps you are different. This does not matter. No Outworld will ever be allowed to see the Cortex again. Can you tell me anything about the Outworlders who tried to steal the Cortex? She growls, sweeping a hand over her head. Clearly she regrets broaching the topic at all. We were foolish. They came to us through a portal from your world. We welcomed them as guests and showed them anchors, the cortex. Her hands on is a fist at her side. One of them puts a hand on it. His friends attacked us. The anchors burning the walls with their fire.
I'll remember that.
Shaking her head, she continues. We killed them, of course, all except the one who touched the cortex. Him we questioned until he died, screaming a word over and over. She washes your face. The word was Dracagon. Oh, interesting. So that little butt that helped us was actually the evil one. Try to steal it. We're gonna go back and first get the people back to their ship. Then we're gonna talk to Drakon and do a little other couple of things before. Now that we know where this leads, we can also go get our money, our shins. Do some ducking. Hey, dude. I opened the maw, but I found some kind of terminal or port at the other side. Not the city of Nylash. Gorgata hisses in disappointment, and its great bulk there threshes in the tank. Alas, alas, it would appear that we must remain in the bloom for now. We shall find another route home eventually. Murky gas is surreal around the prince's corpulent form. Opening the maw has served the resident knowledge. Name your fee. I don't really care about her. She's more of a whatever. Although it's possible to be a teammate, that would be interesting. Money, not much of an issue. Honestly, I couldn't care less if they found their homes or not. I would see her, but she killed so many. I don't know if we are just murdering people. You know what? Hell with it. I would see her blood released from her prison. Free her? Free her? I would sooner see her exiled. Princess' amplified voice betrays its distress. But very well, we will honor our agreement. The disc on her forehead is her prison. Press it into her flesh. Stroke it thrice water shins, and her bars will vanish. It threshes the tank. We hope for her rehabilitation cast off. See to it she does not relapse. I must honor my agreement. I can only hope justice will find her for what she did. Alright. Alright. So I just finished that. Let's go see Blair and talk to her. Back again so soon? Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. Have you come to free the poor Russia from the cage? Can you free you? Press a distance to her skin and she draws back from you, back into the wall of the imaginary cage behind her. When she has nowhere else to go, you press its she presses herself against it, standing herself against pain. You turn the disc 3 times counterclockwise, and it falls off her head into your hand. As her staggers backwards, and as the case disappears, landing on her rump, she raises her hand into her head in disbelief. It's gone. It's gone. She stands up and embraces you. I owe you a great debt. A great debt. Should you need to call on me or my organization, We'll be ready to assist you. She walks out, or rather stumbles, toward the entrance of Little Nylash, though they eye her with venom. And the mutants make a way for her as she passes. So justice has proven me action right. These mutants deserve their deaths. Oh, damn it.
Making a note.
No, they don't deserve death. Idiot.
Yes.
Whatever. You're gonna do whatever anyway. Let's see, what does this do? Something to sell. Alright. Nothing important. Yeah, I told this guy I was gonna share what I got. See if Crimper wants stuff. Nothing. Okay, never mind. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Actually, I'm gonna end it here, and next time we're gonna go back to the beginning area of the bloom and do some finish side questing, some stuff. So until next time, remember, embrace the chaos, so you'll go mad. Bye.